We are going to get things underway. Ryan Monk's there taking a quick sip of Rego 42 to get him energised and pumped for the game.
That's definitely a hot chocolate, I would like to point out.
Definitely a hot chocolate there. Anyway, we are going to kick things off on board with TCM first of all. We're going to start things off with Jake, of course, still in the hunt of his first LAN win. Let's see how he can get this underway.
Well, he's going to be making his way straight around to the left-hand side. And it's important to note, obviously, that spawn dictation glitch where you just turn around and kill yourself. That has been banned now, so players can't actually do that. Hence why you're seeing this early push on the left-hand side. Hardpoint already contested. 2 players on the top statue. Can Jake pick off the first kill? Lots of hit fire. Couldn't actually connect. They were going to turn, and there was one of the Fariko impact players. Let's have a look if anyone else is around. Let's have a look at actually Monksy now. He is going to get EMP'd. Lots of EMP grenades being thrown. He picks up the assist, tries to get the hardpoint contested, and is going to get taken down as well.
Miracle, though, with a team grenade onto Karma. Unfortunate there, Parasite being able to take down Flux. Jake straight in towards that hardpoint, unable to contest it for long enough to actually take control. And Fariko looking very, very strong here. First of all, 15 points to 2 in the early stages of this game as Miracle goes for that huge two-piece there. That was a great jump shot by him as he's pushing through in towards that middle map to try and get the cut-offs off the spawn. 25 to 2 now. And, of course, that prediction there was right from Miracle, but Jake got the better of him.
Yep, it's important to mention as well, Fariko, just looking at that radar, they are getting the decent spawn, setting them up for the next hardpoint, which is going to be in Kitchen. Miracle does get outgunned, though, on that B-Domo area by Rich. Looks like he's just going to try and go through the money room. Hardpoint currently contested, and Fariko once again in control.
Here we are, and it sounds as if Killer is actually using our own words against Jake
Literally.
here.
I think he may have just heard that we announced that he is in fact cursed, and now that is what he is telling him. Every time Killer is picking up a kill, he is allowing TCM the knowledge that Jake
hasn't won any lands yet. And anyway, we are on board with Miracle, who has just been taken down from that money area by Rich. Killer there with huge plays, still prowling around this kitchen area, securing that hardpoint, extending his kills now. If we just bring up that minimap, how many kills is he actually on?
He's on 4, and he has all 3 of those score streaks. He has his War Machine, he has a Lightning Strike, and the Hellstorm Missile to his disposal.
Killer is going off.
Killer is just so good right now. He is getting very, very pumped. I think he's had a bit too much espresso, if I'm honest. He's getting very, very pumped up right now. But look at the Fariko scoreline right now, 61 to 5.
And we are seeing the Fariko lads move themselves around on towards that next hardpoint, currently contested, but Miracle making sure that they get the progression of that. Killer is so pumped up for this game. Finally getting taken down there. But we are on board with Miracle once again, just still in this hardpoint, and he is shouting, "What are you doing?" over towards that TCM lineup as it's 75 to 5. They're going absolutely huge here straight off the bat. And
Impact's so pumped up.
TCM finally into double figures here on this hardpoint. They do need Swizz.
They are missing Swizz. And if you guys don't know, Swizz is the TCM coach, not able to actually be here at EGL9, but he is being missed as Killer picks off 2 big kills there on Monks and Flux. Still on board with Miracles right now, trying to make his way down the main staircase, but it looks like no, he's going to completely give up on that hardpoint, doing the smart thing. They have a big lead. He needs to try and make this kill, that doesn't manage to do so. His team are going to be setting up on that basketball spawn for the next hardpoint, but that's a bad spawn for Miracles.
I thought Miracle was actually going to go and challenge and just contest those last 10 points, as it's looking as if TCM are already back in this now, just trailing by 30 points as opposed to the 70, which we did see at the start of that, and that was, I'm not even too sure what actually happened there, but Killer just sat in this hard point as he has.
He's got that War Machine out. He's already managed to take Flux down with it, and he is just going to be so hard to try and kill on this hard point. Sees that red dot.
See, TCM need to be using Flak Jacket now as they know that he's got that War Machine out, because of course that will help them sponge a few of those bullets. Now we are on board with Killer, currently in this contested hard point, coming head on head with Jake. Jake does manage to get the better of him this time though. Monksy taking down Miracle as well, and TCM take the control of this hard point, and they are clawing back their deficit. This is a good period of play now from TCM.
Oh,
Killer with that team kill though.
The score streaks from Killer managed to take Flux off that hardpoint. On board now with the TCM boys as they are making their way towards this hardpoint. There's only going to be 15 seconds left, so they are going to have to start thinking about the next hardpoint, which is going to be in the middle. Jake sees one across the map, manages to pick off the assist. Rich with the kill. Rich actually finding 2. Miracles taking him down finally, though. As Rich actually on a 3 streak, so let's get on board with him. Ready on the next hardpoint. You're going to see one jumping out.
Shaky shooting there from Rich, but he does manage to take down one. Unfortunate there, he ran out of bullets. Not enough bullets to kill Miracle.
Killer 22 and 11 right now.
Killer is 22 and 11 with not even 5 minutes gone. This is a huge passage of play here, but TCM trying their very best to get back into this. Rich going absolutely wild in that hardpoint, reloads at just the wrong time, and he does get taken down by Parasite. If we just bring up that scoreboard, what is Parasite currently rocking? He is on 11 to 10. Not the best of games for him. Normally we see him dropping big numbers, but of course doing the work necessary. And let's get back on board with TCM as they try and narrow the gap. But Fariko just still extending this here on the main stage at EGL9 Blackpool.
Yeah, TCM now finally with control over this hard point. It's going to go straight back towards the Fariko lineup. Can Flux make this kill? Yes, he can. Going to see 2 more in Kitchen. Needs to try and reload his weapon though. Hard point currently contested. Sees 1, takes him down. 2 more in Kitchen. Just 1 down. Can he get the 3 pieces? It's going to be Karma. He can't manage to do so, but that's a huge, huge play right there from Flux. He managed to secure a little bit of points. Can TCM build on that momentum now?
Hopefully now, if we just see it, is going to switch. Flux once again making big kills in that hard point, getting those 200 points, but in comes the Hellstorm missile. And he went and stood by a van that was going to explode, so he was going to die regardless of where that landed around him. But they are straight back into this, in this contested hardpoint now. Flux going for the long shot as opposed to the player that is actually in that hardpoint, trying to let his teammates do some work around the area. Perhaps a bad judgment call from him, but straight off the spawns once again. They need to be able to bring in some big plays now, as it is top laundry area that they are currently spawning. This is looking good for TCM, and Flux will try and rotate around and get the better spawn for the kitchen hardpoint, I'm sure.
Yep, 4 minutes 14 still to go. 132 to Fariko.
Plenty of time here.
TCM. So much time left. I mean, Karma goes big with the lightning strike. Takes down 3 of his own team there, I believe, and only 1 of TCM. So not as good as the actual kill feed showed.
Suggested, yeah, exactly. I mean, Flux once again. Let's go on board with somebody else. We'll get on board with Karma, who has just died, but he has got the better spawn of the 2 and still got his score streak in the form of the Hellstorm missile to prevent TCM capping that next hard point. Karma going for the 2-piece there. Killer managing to pick out 2, and Karma with a better spawn.
Let's get back on board now with Killer. He's been playing so well so far, currently 28-19. His momentum has been stopped. He was flying right at the very start of this game. He was killing absolutely everything. Now it has been slowed down a little bit by TCM.
Remember, of course, he has got that war machine as well, and he is owning in that hard point area. Did you see the amount of points on the board all in that one go there for Killer? That was absolutely fantastic, and it has enabled his teammates to get in that hard point. And this is, once again, as we thought TCM were perhaps getting themselves back into this, they've extended the lead once again to 50 points. This is absolutely fantastic game of Call of Duty on the main stage here.
Yeah, Killer getting a little unfortunate there with that concussion, actually stunning himself. Sees 1 in Kitchen, helps out Miracles, who picks that kill up against Jake. But this is where they need to start thinking about the next hardpoint. You can see there's 2 TCM players, now just 1 left on this next garage hardpoint. Killer's going to take down 1 on this left-hand side. That's Jake. Going to see 2 more. Unfortunately, does get taken down by Parasite. But right now, Parasite on a 4 streak. Just going to check that left-hand side.
Which there is going to be a player coming through that gym, I believe. He may have just cut back into the middle. Death Machine firing up 1, 2. Miracle takes down the 3rd. That was great instinct from Parasite there, just to pull out the Death Machine just for down that left-hand side. Killer once again. Get on board with Killer now, Ben. Let's see what he is doing right there. He's going absolutely huge in this play.
He's on a 3 streak. Karma takes down 2, and this is just a destruction of TCM right now. They have almost 100 points more, and they just look so dominant. There's nothing TCM can actually do right now to try and put a stop to this. It just seems that Impacts have all the momentum. Killer taking down Jake. He's going to be
Killer is so pumped up. His voice is already going, and this is only the first map here. He's just going to lie in wait for the next spawning area.
I would love to go to a listening right now. That would just be amazing.
Yeah, it would have been. I think it is just a little bit too late, though. 214 to 117. It is not going to be long until this game's over. Only 1 minute 40 left on that clock. Perhaps we'll go to a listening on the Search and Destroy. We'll have a word with production very shortly.
I think the respawn game modes are the best for the listenings personally, because obviously Search and Destroy is all tactics, and it's nice to listen to how the pros sort of play, but the CTF, that's where it's at for the listenings, in my opinion, or the hard point. But right now, Killer is just destroying absolutely everything in his line of sight. Parasite picks up 2, but this score, there's no coming back right now for TCM.
No, with only 80 possible seconds to gain, it is all over. Of course, Fariko will try and go for that score limit. TCM still trying just to make it look a lot closer than what potentially we have seen on stream here. Killer running riot with his knife. Karma getting a nice 2-piece there on Jake and Flux. 250 to 119. Killer went absolutely huge in that game there.
Yep, Killer went ham, for lack of a better word. And that's going to be 1-0 now to this Fariko Impact lineup as we get ready to see the next map, which is going to be, I believe,
Cargo Search and Destroy.
Now, Rich on Cargo Search and Destroy with a sniper rifle is very
37 to 24. Karma went 39 to 20 as well.
But look at Killer's
defense. That is what did the destruction there. 13 defense to warn off TCM off of their hard point. Huge play from them in the opening game here on the main stage for a spot in the top 3.
Yep, and it's going to be a spot playing against...
It was Cloud.
Cloud, who have looked so strong. They really, really have. We said it before this match. Cloud really are going to be one of those teams to beat. I mean, Shane finally getting that top 3 placement, which he really does deserve, to be fair to him. A player of that caliber, it's nice to see finally now getting that top 3 placement at EGL.
Without a doubt.
He wants to win. Of course he wants to win. That's why he's here. That's why all those guys got here. And I expect a very, very close winners bracket final, dependent of which two teams.
Regardless of which, I think regardless of which two teams go in, it will be a very, very close. I think all of this tournament has been really, really close.
Every single game has gone.
There's not been many sort of like 3-0 shutouts, has there?
It's
absolutely fantastic.
We've seen so many 3-2s. You know, like the Dragons Impact game that went 3-2. You know, Dragons with a 2-0 lead. Really did put Fariko Impact. So we know that they can drop maps. They're not invincible. You know, at Dallas, they may have only dropped 2 maps, but they've come over here and they have dropped a handful of maps. So they can be beaten. And if TCM pick up this search and destroy, like you would have called, you called this. So if they do pick up this S&D, maybe they can get the confidence to try and come back into this game.
And that will take it to the last hard point that would be Yemen. Now, I haven't actually seen the Fariko Impact team play on Yemen myself, so I'm not sure how they'll do on that.
Well, I know they definitely do play that. The map they did play is Express.
Yeah, they struggled on Express yesterday against Equilibrium, didn't they? That was the map they did actually drop to them. They said that perhaps they went a little bit slack against them on the search and destroy after they went 4-0 up. Equilibrium came back, won that 6-5, I believe, in the end.
Yes.
And but then on that last search and destroy, they sort of put it to bed beyond any reasonable doubt. Just a straight 6-0 whitewash. That was fantastic.